Now, as we see in this text here, we see the office of a pastor. We see the office of deacons. Those are the two offices that God ordained in the church. Now, I've read it every which way you can look at it. I've read it upside down and sideways. And you know what I don't find? Committees. I don't find church voting. What I do find are pastors and deacons. And the reason you have those two offices in the church is because both of those offices are qualified with a pretty long list of qualifications. They're pulling the strings of the pastor, they're pulling the strings of the deacon, and that is not the order that God set in the church. I kid you not, I learned the hard way. I used to pastor a church that was committee run. And by the way, the committee ran me out. That's how it works, okay? And I remember going in, and I would say things, I'm not asking the church, I'm telling the church. And they'd have to still vote if they're going to follow what I told them to do. Preacher, we need to vote if we're going to have our services online. No. Well, preacher, you can't just put it online. This is our church. This is our image. I went to the church and I said, I am not going to ask you who I can preach my messages to. I'll preach it in a nursing home. I'll preach it in China. I'll preach it in the jail. I'll preach it on the street corner. I'll preach it in this room. I'll preach it on the internet. I'll preach where God called me to preach, not you folks. But it's amazing how many pastors just buckle into the call to control that ministry, to control that work. And then those works are often dead. We're looking for a pastor. No, you're not. You're looking for a puppet. You're looking for a puppet because if a pastor walked in, you'd run him out.